Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to this weekly reading from the 21st to the 27th of March. Happy spring. This is spring equinox, and it's also Aries' birthday, so happy birthday, Aries. So today I want to talk about you. Yep, all about you. I feel like this spring is bringing this up for us because we've been going through a lot of changes, DNA upgrades, as well as physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, a whole bunch of different changes happening to us, transitioning. We're transitioning from an old energy into a new energy, and it hasn't been very easy. So I want to talk about the power of you, like how much power you actually have. I know I talk about this often in all my videos. I say you are so powerful beings of light, but we really are. And so I was talking to someone recently, and they're telling me how oh, by fall we're going to have a new variant. And I was like, by fall we're going to have a new variant. Like, you just know that this is going to happen. I want you to understand how powerful your manifestations are. Like how the reason that I always say stay off of MSM, mainstream media, is that they are just they know how powerful you are. So they know how you can imprint the future, how you can create your realities, right? So if they, by them telling you this, that something's going to happen in the fall, you've already, and you've believed it, you say, oh wow, I'm going to have the summer to enjoy myself, and by next fall we're going to go into another, like whatever you're going to go into. You've imprinted this in your reality. So you're already in the process of creating it, and they know that, and that's why they do this, right? So they create your realities for you without you even realizing you have the power within to change that. So that is an old energy, and that's what I want to talk about, because spring is refresh, renewal, right? Regeneration, rejuvenation. It's like planting the seeds, watching it grow. And it's time that you realize that you've planted your seeds millions of years ago or thousands of years ago, how long you've been on this planet, and you've grown already. You've already grown, and you're not seeing your true potential. You keep playing. When I say you, it's me included, by the way. We keep playing in these old energies. We keep playing in the old ways that we used to solve problems. We keep playing in the old ways, the old routines. We keep playing in the old ways we fix our relationships. We keep playing in the same jobs that we hate so much. We keep playing in these old energies. And how do you expect to step outside of this into the new earth or into a new energy if we're just playing all the time in the same? So it's like I said this a few videos back about how if we would cover our eyes, then we wouldn't see everything out there. We would just feel our way. We would trust our innate, our soul, to guide us. And that's what we're being asked to do in 2022, is to actually go within and actually start trusting your heart and your soul. And I know I say this a lot, and a lot of people say, like, yeah, trust your heart, and you listen, and you listen. Of course, like me too, I used to listen. I'm like, okay. But you really, like, I've come to this realization where it's like, yeah, we need to live not for yesterday or tomorrow or past or the future, but to the now moment. The now, like right now I'm doing a video. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to eat tomorrow or in the next hour. I'm not thinking about, I shouldn't have said that to that person yesterday. I'm just thinking of the now moment. I'm doing this video for you. The same way you're just watching this video and not thinking of, okay, I have to go to the grocery store in an hour. No. It's this like constant, always seeking out information, looking, researching, trying to figure out what the next step is, what my job is. And it's all planned already. Like we always talk divine timing, divine plan. The divine plan exists. And I know a lot of you all think the same way, but yet you find yourself in the same position all the time. Always trying to like create something new, doing like I've been told so many times by my team for the past years, they're like, just be Sabrina. I'm like, I know. It's not that easy to be because we've been human all of our lives, for many lifetimes. And we've created our own realities. We've created this simulation that we are living in at this moment in time. We are all one soul, but if each of us continues to live in our own little simulations, then you're forcing every single one of us to live through these simulations as well. So that's why there's so much purging going to go on in the world. That's why there's flooding that needs to happen, and tsunamis and volcanoes and earthquakes and wars, and all of this has to happen. It has to happen for the land to shift. It has to happen for the human to shift from this old energy. So I talked about on Instagram, like we have a lot of emotions coming through us because they can no longer sit within us anymore. They need to move. They need to navigate out of the body because there's a lot of energy coming in, upgrading coming in. We are moving from a carbon-based body to a diamondized body. I know it's hard for some of you, like, what the fuck? But it's okay. And also, you don't have to listen to everything that I say to you. You don't have to believe anything I say to you. Just go into your heart. That's what I do now. I just go into my heart whenever any other information that passes by me, and I'm like, most of the time now I'm just deleting everything around me because it's just not feeling right with me. Because I feel like I'm being played. I feel like I'm in storylines. And listen to me very carefully. In the past 2.5 years, I've gone into the deepest of the rabbit holes that you could ever imagine. I've done all the research. I did all this deep learning of the old ancient history, the ancient times, all these narratives, only to come to this point in my life and realize that why did I have to learn this? It's not important, because that is an old energy. The same way that is what happened 2 years ago to you in that relationship is not important anymore because it's old energy, and we need to keep it there, and we need to move forward by staying present. I'm just saying this to you because I know that we have this power in us to create whatever life that we want to create. But a lot of us get stuck in the past. A lot of us the past and the past, right? Because they're trying to make sense of what is going on right now. This is why it is, because it is. And we realize that we are the ones, because we are the power of the planet, are the ones who created all these realities that are existing in front of our eyes right now. Whether they're good, whether they're bad, whether they're love, whether they're dark, hate, whether they're light, whether they're dark. We did this. So now it's time for us to take responsibility for what we did and to release ourselves from that and say, okay, I forgive myself, and move forward. But we're too much concentrating on old narratives and old storylines. And I'm not saying only about what's going on in the world, but also in our lives. Well, he did this to me. Well, he did this to you because you created it that way so that you could wake up, or you could find something inside you to find forgiveness inside you, find love inside you. Or she did this because, this is from my inner standing, because this is how I feel it's the only way. It's really challenging to live in the present moment, because we've always lived with all this trauma and dealing with your trauma and facing your trauma, instead of just forgiving it and just releasing it from the body. The only thing I could say is even on the post that we did for full moon in Virgo is your soul knows. I write that your soul knows, and it does. Your soul doesn't see anything. It's hidden in your body. But it knows what to do, and all you need to do is ask your soul. and really listen, because your soul knows. You know, I live in an apartment, a condo, and I'm like, there's a freaking condo being built right in front of my eyes here, and I keep asking my soul, do I need to move? And they're like, no, you need to stay. And I'm like, really? But they're like, stay for another year. It's all divine plan. So I'm like, okay, so I'm listening, and I'm just living. And like I said, it's not easy, but I'm doing it. And it's kind of exciting, but also this week was freaking intense for me. And I think it's not gonna stop. I believe that March and April is gonna be massive shifting of like land. Like I said in Instagram, I'm not sure if I said this already now, but there's gonna be a lot of natural disasters, like a lot of geographic shifting has to happen, because there are other things at play here. There's like constellations and axes happening. The pole shifts are happened, but it's still, there's a lot more than we know. Galactic and astronomical, and however it is, it's just happening. So like I said, in Instagram, we're being upgraded. A lot of us are feeling so tired. A lot of us are feeling very parched, like we need to drink all the time, drink all the water that you need. Also, like I said, we sell sea moss. Go get sea moss wherever you can. It's really important. It has 92 of the 102 minerals that you have in your body, so it's good at replenishing. Magnesium, indium, vitamin D is 3, I believe it is. It's very important to you right now, because solar radiation is like killing, kind of, some of your older cells that you no longer need in your body, to bring in the new, or bring in or merge in, like I spoke last week about, you're merging all your versions of you inside. So it's very exciting. It's very insane in the membrane times. It really is. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. But it's also like self-discovery. You're learning to love yourself, and for every mistake, problem, issue, all the like bad that you've done in your life, it's time to honor yourself for it, because you had to do it. You had to go through it to get to this point. You had to go through it because you needed to release your old energies. I can't stress this enough. With spring equinox here, that's what it's asking us all to do. It needs, we're in a transition period. Maybe some of you are listening and you're like none of this makes sense to you, and it's okay. All I ask is for you to go into your heart and go into your soul and listen to what that says to you. Not your ego. The ego, it stays with us into this new paradigm, into this new energy, but right now we're in an inverted ego. Like, your ego is important, but your ego, there's a higher and a lower ego, and your lower ego's at play, which is that survivor mode, that fight or flight mode. Like, oh, if we would just listen in, you would, with every situation in your life, relationships, jobs, family, friends, travel, whatever areas of your life, just personal. It's been a little bit of a slap in the face for me a lot, because I've had to like reassess and reevaluate what I've done in the past few years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever. I've had to re-examine, and it is what it is. It's just like learning to love yourself again for who you are, what you look like. You chose this body, you chose these experiences. No matter how like shitty they seem, you actually chose these experiences to get to where you are right now, and honor those experiences. But try not to stay in them. Like, if you're staying in these things, because it's just keeping you in the old energy. That's all I have to say. I wanted to read to you what my guides came in told me this a few days ago. Every single soul has their own coding and experience. Not one is alike, even though you are all one consciousness. Still, you each have to live out your own experiences. You will go through some years of adjustment, but know this, life will become more peaceful for you even in the denseness. This is why we always encourage sleep and water. You are most integral and you are beginning to take responsibility for your part in this matrix. That is in itself a grand feat. No more plans. We wish for you to just live as the day folds out. By the hour, by the minute, by the second, all will present itself as it is written. Too much information is not necessary. Do it once a week and then just be. Do it once a week. What does that mean? We will always be here to guide you. Don't negate your experience. When you live for now, learn to overwrite your routines and older energy. You will truly understand the beauty of life. Right now you are feeling the pain, the loss, the death. It's okay. It's time to move through it as best you can. All right. So I wanted to pass that on because this is like, I've decided to start passing on information that I'm getting from myself instead of looking at other people's information. And just know this, that March, April, we're heading into massive change in the world, physical change. We're going to see it. We see it already right now with what's going on out there. And we're gonna, it's not getting better, it's gonna get more amplified, because that is the collective energy that needs to flow out. And the more of us who understand that we are the creators of our own reality, the more we can exude love out there, or just with ourselves even. You don't have to be helping other people anymore. You just need to be with yourself and do for you what's best for the planet, which is just being and trusting your innate. All right, I hope that helped you. I'm gonna be honest, this week was a hard one for me because I'm very much emotional as well, and very much guiding my way through this. And I know the people who are watching me are going through some of the similar things, because you've been reaching out to me. So I'm just putting it like in a little box to understand what it is. If you can share your information with me, I would love to hear that in the comments, because the more insight we have, it's easier maybe to walk through this denseness. But know that you're not alone, and I'll continue saying it, you're not alone. We're all in this together, and we don't all know anything, right? By the way, we know what we know, and it's just enough. We don't need to learn more. We just need to listen in. All right, my beautifuls, I will see you in your readings, and I hope you have a beautiful spring week, and also happy birthday to all the Aries out there. I love you. Hello, my beautiful Aries. So we got exposed and revealed. So I looked it up in the book, and it's all about shame. But it could be something you're feeling right now, that you're feeling that you've maybe you've blamed and you've shamed yourself for a certain situation in your life. But for me, exposed and revealed feels something a bit different. When I see that there's an eye there, it's like the all-seeing eye. It feels like some of you maybe are following the narrative and the storylines, and you've been deep inside it, and you're like maybe hoping that there's disclosure soon. But also, exposed and revealed feels to me like you're like an old energy, or some emotions are coming out for you, and you're seeing clearly now. You're starting to see where you may have misstepped, or went wrong, or maybe made a bad choice in your life, and now everything is showing up for you. you're tapping into your intuition. You're tapping into what, because here there's like someone crouched in a little fetal position. So someone like, you're going back into your innocence almost, and you're gonna start to make decisions from a innate kind of way, a pure way. So it's kind of a lot of things for me, this card. So let's see what your cards have to say for you. If I can get it. Strength in reverse, which is Leo, which is bravery in reverse. Interesting. Courage in reverse. Ace of Swords, which is mental clarity. The Universe, which is the world in reverse. Interesting. Aries. The Star card, which is Aquarius energy. The Page of Pentacles, which is a Earth energy, but it's like a new, it's an interesting, okay, I'm gonna look at this. And the Five of Cups, which is like seeing the glass half empty instead of half full, my beautifuls. All right, so what is going on, Aries, here? Maybe there is some shame here that you have, like you feeling of shame. Let me read it. What it said in the book. When you experience shame, you don't just feel you've done something wrong, you feel like you are wrong, fundamentally flawed. Know that life loves you and the universe doesn't make junk, only magic. I agree. Look upon shame as an opportunity for growth, evolution, healing, and freedom. With this in mind, can you let go of your attachment to control? That's a good one for you. Admit that this emotion isn't something you have power over and surrender to a higher power. When you allow yourself to be laid open in this way, you gain a beautiful new perspective. Interesting. Attachment. That's probably a good thing here. But anyways, because I see the Strength card in reverse, it's like you've like you've given your power away to someone in your life. This is Leo, this is Aquarius, so that could be relevant in your life, which is interesting because these are polar opposites in the zodiac. So I'm almost feeling when I see this card that you feel powerless when it comes to this world, because the universe is in reverse. And the Star card is about the age of Aquarius. The Star card is also like a healing card. But Aquarius is also a mental air energy card. There's like this feeling like the Star card is a hopes and dreams coming true. Like I feel like you've put your energy into something that I'm gonna say it like this because I feel like that's what it is. You've put your energy into storylines, into narratives out there, and you're feeling betrayed by it. And you're feeling like, how did I not see this? How am I playing in this? Am I not supposed to be this like powerful being of light, like my tarot reader keeps telling us? Why am I not seeing clearly? And then you get to a point where you are, like that's where you are. Like you're starting to see through the matrix. You're starting to see at these mistakes maybe that you've made, at these attachments that you've like held on to. And the Page of Pentacles is like the only way out is by creating that new path for yourself, or just trusting your path, right? The Page of Pentacles is like a take the opportunity that is being organized about something. It's very earth sign. Maybe it could be within a family, within or the financial situation. But with the universe in reverse, the world in reverse is like, there's like, maybe you are going to make a move, maybe you are going to travel, maybe you are, or maybe you're just seeing the world as it is, and then now it's turning upside down in front of your face. And you're heading into this like point of like disillusion, of like you're asking yourself, why did I not see this? Why, what, like the revelation before you, I'm talking generally in like I don't see anything specific here, but I'm gonna talk generally for now. But I just feel like you are feeling betrayed, like because you're starting to listen into your innate. You're starting to listen in. Things are getting clearer for you. You're starting to see things clearly, and you're realizing that, and it could be like a son or a daughter or someone younger than you that has opened this up for you. Could be that, because the pages are that. There's just a feeling of you having put a lot of energy into something, a lot of heart and soul into something, and you're realizing it's just not, it's not what it seems. And it's kind of difficult for you to like face up to that right now, Aries. You're stubborn, you're a ram. And this could be like you're coming to realization when in a job or a career, or it could be in like a relationship. It could be any area of your life, but you're realizing that you've given a lot of energy to someone, a situation, an area of your life, and what's coming back to you is not great. Like you're it's like a pause right now. You're needing to reflect on this situation in your life at this moment in time. Really sit with your mind, not with your mind, clear that mind up, but sit with your soul and try to find that portal that is there. It's there waiting for you. Find a way back to your innate, like your trust in yourself. Let go of the shame and the blames, and let go of all of that. You had to go through this. I just feel like whatever this was, you had to go through this to get to this point in your life, Aries. So like I said, for me it feels like the general narrative, like a lot of you have dipped really deep into it, and now you're like having to take a step back and look at things, and like it's not feeling right in my heart anymore, but you're still stuck in it because it's been a lot of information. And there's some of you that are like within like relationships, or like I said, a job, whatever area of your life, friendship or something, that you've given a lot of, again, your energy and your attention to, and you're not getting it back. So like for me, it feels like you're needing to take this week of clarity and really look within yourself and listen to what your heart is telling you to do, because it's like you're being asked to take another path from whatever that situation you've come here to learn about. It's not in your best interest to stay there. It's not going to lead you down a path of glory. It's going to lead you down more of a path of disillusionment, of lies, of narcissism kind of thing, even though we are that too. But there's just this feeling of anxiety, like you're being asked to step back and really look at yourself and really look at the situation. This is, wow, I wasn't expecting this. So I'm gonna pull from this beautiful botanical inspirations for spring. I might even have to pull something else for you guys because this is intense. But I guess I'm gonna call out the people that it could be. This is like Leo, Aquarius, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Capricorn again. So that these could be people that are in your life at this moment in time, but it doesn't have to be. The world also is Saturn, which is this world that we're living in right now, the inverted matrix that we're living in right now. The star is Aquarius, which is, we are entering into the age of Aquarius, not really there yet. Forget-me-nots. The best things in life are the people you've loved, the places you've seen, and the memories you've made along the way. Eternal memories. It's really beautiful. I'm going to read what it says. Like the forget-me-not flower, memories can crop up in unexpected places. Make room in your heart for the tender memories of lost loved ones, right alongside the happy memories you cherish. Very nice. Maybe that is coming up for you. Maybe you are like an old energy, like a grief or a grieving, like not for only like lost loved ones, but of relationships, of jobs that you once had, that it's not no longer happening anymore for you, and you feel like you need to like go back there. But if you listen to my intro, we need to not go back anywhere. We just need to move forward, and we need to release ourselves from what was and stay in the now and not go into the future, because we are from the future anyways, and the future is already set. We just need to live for the now, because your soul knows. All right, my beautiful Aries, I hope this helped you, but I know that it's like very there is a feeling of you guys, like the Page of Pentacles feels like there is like like money that could be coming in for you, or like a business opportunity or a job that's coming in for you. But all the same, I really feel like your world is like kind of turning upside down for you at this moment in time. Welcome to the world. Welcome to all the rest of us. And I don't feel your way through it. Don't sit in it. Don't get stuck in it. Know that wherever you are in your life is for a reason, right? Because your soul knows, and you just flow through it. Don't get caught up in the world issues too much with the universe and reverse. It's happening for a reason, but if you attach to it, then it becomes you. So learn the detachment. I know it's challenging, but it's like, this is what the road that we're on. All right, my beautiful Aries. If this didn't resonate, check your rising and your moon. And that's it for now. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. We got roots of abundance. It can't be more clear than that. If you guys have been working on something financially or love or whatever, then this feels like money's coming in. Maybe you're an investment that you've been sitting there and it's coming. Maybe your taxes, you're getting really nice, good taxes coming back. This could be it. There's this feeling of you rooting yourself into Mother Nature, you finding your true essence, you realizing that it's not only about material, that's your forte, your strength, is that your connection to earth is what's going to propel you forward. So get out there into nature if you can, hug those trees, lie on the grass if we can find it, or in the wet grass in the northern hemisphere, of course. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. We got the 10 of Pentacles, which is awesome, which is like money and family, fortune, family coming together. The 3 of Pentacles, which is collaboration, working with others when it comes with money. The Wheel of Fortune, it's got amazing. Destiny is coming to play. The 9 of Swords in reverse, releasing old energies. Sad. The 4 of Wands, marriage and celebration and harmony. Wow, man. The 3 of Swords in reverse is releasing heartbreak, grief, pain, sorrow. Then I had an extra card, and what an interesting one, is the Tower, which is what's going on right now in the world. Right? It's all the chaos that's happening in the world. So if I look at this in the roots of abundance, it's all like pretty good. There's like you're entering into a new phase, Taurus. You're transitioning. Maybe some of you have had to make some really hard decisions. Maybe you still haven't made these hard decisions. But regardless, there is a shift. The 10 of Crystals speaks of financial gain coming in, not from a job, from an inheritance, from a tax, maybe purposes for like an estate or a lottery win or something. There's this money that's coming towards you, but 10 of Crystals could also be the 10 is like an end of a journey. It's the beginning of something new when it comes to your abundance, when it comes to your family life, when it comes to your moving forward. And the 9 of Swords speaks to me of like you having released some of your heavier energies around you to get to this. You had to release, like the 9 is the end and the 10 is the beginning. So the 9 of Swords is like mental heaviness, weightiness, you coming to that pinnacle in your life, saying, okay, you know what, that's it, I need to move to the next step. I am releasing all the old energy that's just sitting around me, and I'm just going to walk through it with the help of someone else, because the 3 of Crystals is like asking other people to help you through this. That you're not going to do this alone, Taurus, which I know you want to do it alone because you think you can do it alone, but you can't do this alone. You need to call out to your friends, your family, whoever it is that you feel like can help you through this little dense part at the beginning of the week, or whenever this is feeling. I feel like the 3 of Swords energy here, you have these, the 3 and the 9 of Swords energies are the saddest, most depressing and heartbreaking cards in the tarot. But the fact that they're in reverse is because you're releasing this from you. You're choosing not to deal with this anymore. You're choosing to move forward and not stay. And ask for help, because the 3 of Crystals is asking for cooperation. Whatever it may be. It could be like you're getting a divorce and you need a mediator. It could be that you are working through a personal problem and you need an ear to listen to. It could be anything, right? Anything that you're like, I just picked these up out of the nowhere, but it could be whatever it is. It could be you wanting to start a business with the money that you've made here, and you're like, I'm gonna ask for help. That is what it is, because asking for help is going to lead to the 4 of Wands, which is success. Doesn't show it in this card, but that's what it is. It's like moving into where you need to be. The Wheel of Fortune. This is where you are supposed to be in your life right now, Taurus. You've gone through a lot of heartache and pain and sorrow and blame and shame and all of that, and now you're heading towards happier times. abundant times. It's all in the cards. But it's not over yet, Taurus, because you got the Three of Swords with the Tower that shows up. It really wanted to come out together. The Three of Swords is like really releasing yourself from that heartbreak, really releasing yourself from that relationship, from that friendship, from that thing that's no longer working for you anymore. It's really saying, you cannot live with me, and you cannot be in my energy anymore. I need to release you. And I like with the Tower showing up, I feel like as you release these people, these situations, these areas, it's not going to be pretty. I'm not going to lie to you. The Tower is here showing that it's going to be a bit of a shit show. It's going to be a bit of a like, it's going to be a bit tumultuous for you, this release. But it's necessary. I feel like we've been seeing this in the cards throughout the past few months, that there are decisions that are needing to be made for you guys, and maybe a lot of you are just sitting on these decisions that need to be made. But here it's like almost the only way to success and the only way to reach your destiny is to release yourself from this. And why are you holding on? Right? We need to go. The chaos of the world is going to be happening more and more around us. It's not a reason to stay within the chaos within your life as well. It's time. There's like inner and outer. So when the outer world is under chaos, it's because it's like it's a sign for your inner to be repaired as well. It's a very interesting reading, because there's this like feeling of success and abundance and like the right, like everything is lining up for you, but yet you can't avoid all the heaviness that's still sitting around you. And I feel like some of you might be doing that. You might be just sitting in it. And these cards are saying you need to release it. It's very important that you separate yourself from these heavier energies so that you can freely move into this celebration, this success that's coming. And it's all here. It's really beautiful, like financial, expansive, like celebratory, just feels positive. But you will go through a bit of a hard time. You will, like it's like here. It's not going to be easy when you have to break off with this person, when you have to leave this place, when you have to move to that thing, when you like, there is work that needs to be done, Taurus. That is what I'm seeing here. And that's like the roots of abundance. Sometimes the roots sometimes the tree has to fall down in the forest, but the roots are always set in place, right? Even though the tree fell down in the forest. But the tree will fall in your forest, in whatever the situation is, but it's for the better. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying here. It's like you need to go into the Tower moment. Because I almost think that Tower moment is showing up for you, because some of you have been stagnant on your decision making. You have been holding back, and it's like, it's now, Taurus. We got you. Mother Nature, which is you got this. You just need to go through this to release like a final release. Because like it's really beautiful what's waiting for you. And it's here now. It's like not waiting for you on the other side. It's like here for you. It's just for you to like see it, because you have to almost release yourself from what you made up, like what all this heaviness that you feel like you should be carrying around, these traumas that you should be carrying around, they're not yours. They're of an old energy. Release it and let's move forward. So I'm going to be giving you a card from the Botanical Inspirations because it's spring. So for my Taurus, Sacred Lotus. Well, look at that. Enlightenment. No mud, no lotus. The lotus flower. We are the petals of the lotus are each of us. The sacred lotus. The lotus flower grows up out of the mud, yet each day as the petals unfurl and shed the droplets of water, the flower emerges perfectly pristine. The golden center of the lotus is rarely shown in Zen artwork since it represents the elusive perfection of wisdom. Honor all the experiences that have brought you to this place on your path of spiritual growth, but let go of the things that no longer serve you. Basically, let go of all this crapola, right? So, the sacred lotus showed up here for us to say that it's time. It's time to believe in the perfection that you are and release all that is holding you back, all these like stories that you tell yourself that keep you in this narrative, whatever situation it is in your life. And when you release harmony, celebration, like your path, the reason why you're here is going to show up more and more. All right, my beautiful Taurus, I hope this resonated. Check your rising and your moon for other messages, and I will see you next week. Happy spring. And I was going to say happy birthday, but no. Happy spring. All right, bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got ears wide open. Ears wide open speaks of listening into yourself, listening to others. Maybe some of you are too busy busy in your minds, busy in your like day-to-day, your routines, your multitasking, you're controlling yourself, other people, and you're not sitting and listening to people, even people talking to you. When someone's talking to you, how many times are you actually listening 100% to that person without you going into like another, like, oh, I have to go do this and I have to do this, blah, blah, blah. When you start to listen in with others and with yourself, you start to go in, you start to learn to tap into your heart, into your intuition, and into your knowing. But when your mind is always busy, then you're always finding something wrong. You're always finding a problem. You're always finding like situations. You're always like diving into something, and because you're not focusing on one thing. It's a very interesting message for you, my beautiful Geminis. It's kind of you, because you're like a bit scattered, right? You're very mind. Four of Swords. Unscatter yourself. It's time to relax. The Tower. Chaos. The Eight of Cups. Walking away from something. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Not time for love. The Nine of Wands. And the Knight of Cups, which is so interesting. That's love coming in, but at the same time leaving. So very interesting. So Four of Swords energy. It's an energy of taking time out for yourself. It's taking to go within, but it comes with the Ace of Cups in reverse. So right away, I say this to myself. When I see Ace of Cups is love, new beginnings in love. Maybe some of you are thinking of starting a new relationship, and the cards are saying it's not a great time for that. Take a step back. Even if you start a relationship, I mean, just go slowly into it. It's not a time to jump or dive into something right now when it comes to love. It's not a good time to jump into baby making. If you're going through like IVF now or fertility, it's a time to step back and reevaluate your relationships, re-examine them, all your relationships in your life, ears wide open, start listening to the clues, the signs that are there right in front of you. Maybe some of you are not listening. Very interesting, because the Tower shows up. The Tower is like issues in a relationship, divorce, could be what's going on in the world out there, just a lot of pain, a lot of disruption in your life. And perhaps some of you did launch yourself in a relationship and you're finding yourself in a Tower moment. Maybe you or just went into something really quickly to mask something like an issue or problem, or you're doing something to avoid dealing with an issue, and this is causing this moment to happen in your life right now, Gemini. You've actually created the Tower moment in your life, is what I'm seeing, because you've been given like a lot of clues and hints to take a step back, and you haven't listened. And now the Tower is in your face, and it's like, oh my God. And the Nine of Wands shows up, and it's like, the Nine of Wands is like, she's contemplating her life. She's contemplating her next choice, the decision that she needs to make. She's like thinking about it over and over again. She's like, okay, what is it? What's the next step? What's the step that it's gonna make me happy? Not everybody else, but me. What is my soul saying to me? Let's start with that again. Listen in to your heart. Because some of you, I feel, with this Tower, some of you are playing with fire. I'm going to say relationships because I see relationship everywhere here. So it doesn't have to be for you right now. I don't see anything about a job here. But it could be that you fell in love with someone in a job, in a career or something. There's like, it could be love, it could be like friends and family and like, or parent, child, it could be that. There's just this feeling here of you going back on your word for yourself, not really listening to yourself, which is so interesting that you're coming here. So it's like you're listening to other people's opinions, suggestions, and how you should live your life, how you should do whatever, make your choices, make your decisions. And it's like coming back and saying, no, Gemini, it's time to listen into you. You've listened to everybody, you follow the leaders, you follow all the crapola, you follow the whatever, the advice, and it's like, I don't know, there's a feeling like some of you, obviously not every single Gemini, but there's a feeling that you jumped into something because it was exciting, but it's like almost like a slap in the face for you right now. And the Eight of Cups is like, it's time to go. You're needing to move out. You're needing to move away from that, because this is waiting for you at the end, the Knight of Cups, which is your knight in shining armor, or your princess in shining armor, whatever it is. It's like there's you're holding on to something out of stubbornness, out of spite, out of something. You're just like, you're doing something in your life because of, and not because you want to, and you're holding back from your soulmate from coming in, you're holding back from a twin flame, whatever that is, you're holding back from a really good friend coming in your life, you're holding back from someone, like a lover coming into your life, because you are being hard-headed about something. You are not allowing the universe to, you're not allowing yourself to listen to your soul. You're making your ego take over your life right now. And it's time to step away from whatever that is that's that you're holding on to. It's disruptive in your life. It's just not making you see clearly. It's not helping you. It's not helping you move forward. It's not even helping you in your present. It's kind of keeping you like stuck, for lack of a better word. And it's time, Gemini, because something is waiting for you on the other side. Someone, it feels like someone, or love, in like a generality. And you're having to move through this. It's so interesting. Every single person having to move through this kind of energy right now. And I feel like you've created this for yourself, because you might have listened to the wrong people, or you listened to your ego instead of listening to your heart. So now to rectify the situation is you need to move away from it, because something is great that's coming in your way. Really is, actually. Wow, man. Okay. Okay then. So I'm going to be pulling out a card from this Botanical Inspirations for our spring. For Gemini, please. Gladiola. Strength of character and moral integrity. Character could not be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Interesting. Helen Keller. So let me read what this has to say for you. Doing the right thing isn't always easy, but the strength you summon now builds upon your core of integrity that will later serve your highest purpose in all that you do. So, wow. It's not always about doing what everyone else thinks that you need to do. It's about doing what you need to do. And I'm telling you, and I'm going to leave with this, this is waiting for you on the other side. Whatever it is that you need to detach yourself from, walk away from, stop being afraid, stop lingering in it. It's time to go, because this is waiting for you, my beautiful Gemini. All right, my beautiful twins. I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, that's it. I love you, and happy spring. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. You got endless possibilities. Just gorgeous card. I want to read from the book for you. You look at the world through the lens of your life experiences, personality, and conditioning. That filter determines whether you believe in an abundant universe of endless possibilities, or various degrees of limitation and a finite range of options. When your expectations, unconscious or otherwise, are based on lack, it's difficult to see what is truly available to you. Today, stand with open arms, knowing that you are stepping into beauty, into experiences that are potent and transformative. You are walking past the line that you and others drew long ago, leaping over what was and toward what will be. You are more than you were. Now, what is it that you want? The treasure is yours. You just need to believe it. Yes, baby. So the endless possibilities, like I said in Instagram, I felt like some of you are holding back and not believing that everything is possible in your life, because you're too much relying on what you're seeing out there instead of actually going within and just following your heart. So let's see what is going on with you, my beautiful Cancer. We got a Hangman, Sacrifice, the Sun. I had to think about that one. Light. Wow, dudes, this is all major arcana. Hermit, Solitude, Five of Cups in reverse. Like to see that, obstacles and challenges in reverse. Emperor in reverse, Authority, and Patience, Temperance. Okay, guys, not for anything, but you have 5 major arcanas. And if you're new to the tarot, major arcana is the Fool's journey, from the Fool to the world. It's the major life lessons. So here we have 5 major life lessons happening, and you have a 5 of Cups in reverse, which is kind of great. So when I look at this, you have the Hangman, the Sun, Hermit, Authority in reverse. So we have Pisces, Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius, Aries, and Scorpio, if you really want to go into it. So all those people could be like relevant in your life, but they don't have to be. Like I almost feel like this Hangman with the 5 of Cups in reverse is like you guys with this endless possibilities. It's like there's so much in front of you, and even though it's in reverse, you're still seeing things as challenges, and you're still seeing them as obstacles. You're working hard at seeing the glass as half full instead of half empty, but still you're holding yourself back. You're like it's like right there in front of you, and yet you're holding yourself back. Why are you doing this, Cancer? Because the sun is here, the sun is shining. We are in a sun world right now, and it's like the sun is like validation. It's like shining your light. And this Aries in reverse, this Aries Emperor in reverse, is like you saying, yeah, I like it. It's like either you are saying goodbye to this dictator kind of feeling that you have around you, or this like, or someone around you that is like trying to control your life, someone that's trying to like control your decisions and your opportunities in your life, and you're like, no, I gotta do this on my own. I gotta shine my own light. Or it's you like stepping into that power that you have and saying, you don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to control my life. I think I just said that anyways, right? You don't get to do this. I'm going to do this on my own. And then the Solitude shows up, which is the Hermit card, but it's like this book with this column in the back of her, and she's like, I'm writing my own story. Nobody gets to write my own story anymore. I am, maybe at the beginning of the week you're a bit like hesitant, but now you're like stepping into understanding that there is endless possibilities, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you are the light. And it's time to not allow these authoritative energies, or even just like these because the Emperor is it's about leaders and everything, but it's also that divine masculine energy of like always fighting and warrior. You're like, I don't want to fight all the time to get what I want, because I am it. I know that I can create my own reality, and I know I can write my own book, paint my own picture, whatever I need to do. I have that power to do this. And the Temperance, which is patience in this deck, it's like, yes, Cancer, you do have that. Now be patient with yourself. Do things for your greater good. Do things for your health, physical, mental, emotional. Do it for you. It's almost like, if I look at it in general, like stop living your life for others. It's time to start living your life for you. And it might feel challenging for you. It might feel like you're going up against the man, or you're going up against like whoever it is that you feel like you're going up against. But it's almost like the challenge that you need to take on, Cancer, because it's showing up in your life because you're needing to see that light that you are. And when I say light, because it's like light, it's sun, but it's to see that shining light, see that strength that you are, see the star that you are, because you have a lot of potential. It's showing up now, and these possibilities are showing up in your face, and you're like, instead of rejecting them because you don't think that you're worthy enough, take them. Like, what do you have to lose? Something comes in your lap and you're like, okay, listen to your soul. What does your soul say? It says to go for it, then do it. Always listen to your soul. Your soul knows. I'm gonna stick with this one for like till the end of me doing tarot. So stick with it. Release yourself from these people, family, friends, colleagues, bosses, whoever who feels like they need to like reprimand you, need to lower you down, need to like make them follow you. It's time to release. It could be a father figure, a grandfather, an uncle, a brother. It could be someone like that in your life. A masculine energy that's like dimming your light, and you're gonna be like, no, I'm gonna do what I want to do in my life, and I'm gonna feel good about it. So it's like really you stepping into writing your own story, and I freaking love it, Cancer. It's time. It's like this growth here with this beautiful flower here. It's like springtime. It's time for a renewal of Cancer. I love it. And these are all like major life lessons. So wow, man. Maybe you're feeling it all coming to head. I'm gonna pick from the botanical inspiration for you guys because it's spring. For Cancer, please. So we got clematis. Interesting. It's a flower, Clematis alpina. Intelligence and mental beauty. Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of the future. Clematis. So this means keep your feet firmly planted on the ground with the foundation of knowledge. Expand your mind with new experiences, and your spirits will soar to new heights. Very beautiful. This is a really beautiful week for you, Cancer. I'm so happy because the past 4 signs or 3 signs have been a bit like heavy. Here we are like you just stepping into your own. So do that, and do it with the knowledge that you have the power within to do this, to step away from any authority that is keeping you down from making choices that are not in your best interest. It's time to step into that. Write your own story. You got this. I love you, Cancer. I will see you next week. Do check your rising and your moon for extra messages. All right. Happy spring. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo. So we got Let It Go. So when I saw this in Instagram, I thought right away that there's a heart, there's 2 birds. I don't know what kind of birds they are, and they're holding on to a string. And I felt like there's obviously some tension in relationships for you. There's tension in love and family and friends, whatever it is. And there's like a part of you that's needing to let go of whatever it is that's not aligned with you anymore, like things that you might be attached to in your life, situations that you're attaching to. So I wanted to read a little bit in this book. There are times in life when you must forgive, lest you become a hostage to your anger, frustration, disappointment, and resentment. Forgiveness is simply a commitment to stop telling an old story so you don't carry its burden anymore. If you don't forgive, old hurts fester and become distorted, causing you pain over and over again. You become trapped in a prison of your own making, tied to the story that you were a victim. It's time to cut the invisible cords attaching you to the situation and preventing you from moving forward. Now is the time for radical forgiveness. Say no to drama in all forms and forgive yourself and others for engaging in it. Consider the ancient Hawaiian practice known as Ho'oponopono. The simple prayer is a beautiful way to begin the process of forgiveness. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. It's based on the idea that we are all responsible for the reality we see in the world. If something is awry, whether it's your perception, your emotional reactions, your judgment, and so forth, it's up to you to clean it up. Well, just say it as it is, right? So, like, I've always talked about forgiveness, about letting go. Like, if we keep these old stories, then we keep looping in these old stories, and then we never move forward. If you're finding yourself in a situation where you always find yourself back in, like a month later, a year later, 5 years later, it's because you keep on with the old story. So this is like, release it from you. It's time. We are being asked to move into a new energy, and we need to release ourselves from whatever it is that you keep attaching yourself to. So let's see what the cards have to say to you, my beautiful Leos. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So Four of Pentacles is holding on to money. It's also, let's see, foundation. So let's see, Four of Wands, celebration, success. Four of Swords, people, that's 3 fours. Very interesting. Okay. Queen of Cups, it's Cancer energy. The Seven of Pentacles. And the Magician, which is Gemini, Virgo energy. So 4 in numerology is foundation. It's like the root of your problems, the root of it. So here the Four of Pentacles, which is finances, the Four of Wands, which is Wands is your relationships, perhaps your could be your job, it could be something that brings a smile to your face. And the Four of Swords is mental, is going back and finding that safe space of yours. So if I look at this with the let it go, because the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups energy is, could be you, could be a mother, could be an aunt, a mentor that's a female, could be you as a wife, as a partner, whatever, as a girlfriend, could be as a your best friend, whatever. It's like a Queen of Cups is a female, a divine feminine energy showing up here with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So you're almost feeling uprooted. You're feeling that perhaps you're having an issue with your mother or your aunt or your grandmother or like etc. Your girl. And then if you're here and you're like, you want to, maybe you're having an issue with your I don't feel like it's a male energy, so I'm not gonna go there. I really feel like it's a female energy. So there is like maybe there is a money issue, maybe there's a maybe you invested with someone in your life, maybe it's a business partner, maybe something like this. There's just a feeling of something is not aligning with this person in your life, and it's kind of uprooting your home life, your family life, your finances, that in that area. So Pentacles energies, it's like your root chakra is like being affected by this, your stability. So this person, I feel, is integral part of that. That's why I say it could be your partner or your mother or a child or whatever, but it's a female energy here. And it's like, it has to happen. It's almost like it's necessary. You really need to let go of this. You need to accept this and detach from this situation for you to enter into something that's waiting for you, which is the Four of Wands, which is success and celebration and happiness. The Four of Wands is also marriage, but happy marriage. I just feel like there's someone here, it could be someone that cheated on you, someone that has come between you and your partner, someone has come between you and your family and your friends. There's like a energy, female energy around you that is has uprooted you, like has like caused a little bit of a chaos in your life for you to see something clearly. It's almost helped you move into a more creative way of dealing with, because Seven of Pentacles is like planting seeds and being patient about watching things grow, and the Magician is about creating your reality, manifestation. And I just feel like some of you, maybe this has already happened to you, or it's in the process of happening, or it's going to happen, but there has to be this altercation or this disruption from this energy, this female in your life, for you to get into this, for you to finally see the light and finally able to revel in the joy around you that you've actually been creating unconsciously even, but you've been doing this, and you're going to continue creating this in a very peaceful manner. Like I feel like this is setting you up for your bliss. Like you're needing to forgive yourself, forgive the other person, but it's setting you up for what's to come, which is kind of beautiful. Whether it's celebration, whether it's you just being at peace with yourself, whether it's you being in the knowing and really listening in and creating the reality that you want to create and being like conscious of it, or it's you just being patient in the knowing that everything is going to be all right, because everything is going to be all right. And the only reason that things are not all right is because we don't forgive ourselves, or we just hang on to these old energies. We hang on to this, well, this is how I used to do this, and this is what she taught me when I was 7 years old. But no, it's like, that's old, right? Anything that was yesterday is already old energy. So we're needing to move in the present and create this for us. And this is coming towards you, Leo. It's all in the making. And it just feels like here you're needing to have, either you've gone through this and it's like now, or you're having to go through this right now. And it's not going to be comfortable. because it could mean a little dip in a finances. It could mean a home that you have to move away from. It could mean going up against your mother, right? Or going against someone that takes up space in your life. But you're needing to do that to move into this. And I'm gonna say, like, I think everyone else except Cancer has this kind of energy, having to step away from something to move into the new, which is the spring equinox. So for me, when I see Queen of Cups, it feels like a mother energy, but it also could feel like a relationship energy, where someone may have left you with all of the bills to pay, or left you with whatever, or just left you homeless kind of thing, or kicking you out of your home, or just this feeling of that, like instability. Or just like, it doesn't have to be like but Pentacles is like material, something. It's just an instability of emotions maybe. But know that what's coming towards you is all on your own fruition. Like, it's all on you. Evolution, I think is what I wanted to say. It's all on you to create. You have the power to set up your life right now, at this present moment. It's up to you to do it. And if you choose to sit and linger in the old energies, then you sit there. That's it, you never let go. But now it's time to release the knot and move into this, because this is amazing. All right, my beautiful Leo, I'm going to be pulling from the Botanical Inspirations, because it's spring, and I have this deck and I never use it. So let's do this. What is Leo? What is Leo? What's the message for Leo, please? Oh, you got two. Nasturtium and Sacred Lotus. Sacred Lotus came out for Taurus. So you have enlightenment and you have victory and conquest, which is kind of beautiful. So the Sacred Lotus is no mud, no lotus. And Nasturtium is he who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. I like that actually for you. So let's look at the Nasturtium, the Sacred Lotus. It's the first one that came up. Honor all the experiences that have brought you to this place on your path of spiritual growth, but let go of the things that no longer serve you. Very interesting. Let go. Wow, man. I'm such a child. Let go. In Nasturtium, Tropelium. Wow, man. Okay, I'm not a florist, obviously. Let even the humblest of flowers remind you that the greatest victories you experience may be the small ones no one else ever sees. Conquering those inner voices of self-doubt is the first step forward in your personal growth. Wow, amazing, beautiful messages here. Let go. Let go. And do what you think is best for you, Leo, because only you know. Don't get trapped in that old energy. Don't get trapped in those old storylines. Move into this new, because you have it within you to create this. It's all within you. All right, my beautiful Leo. Check your rising and your moon for extra messages. Have a beautiful spring week. Enjoy the weather. It's getting warmer, and I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got the Storyteller, number 17. I really like this for you, Virgo, because the Storyteller is like, what are the stories you tell yourself when it comes to relationships, come to job, when it comes to yourself? How critical, self-critical are you about yourself? That is like so you. But also, this is a as we move into this new energy, how about we rewrite our stories? How about we rewrite these old freaking energies, these old relationships, these old patterns, these old behaviors, the old ways of doing things? We keep repeating the same shit all the time, and we never move into something new. And now we're given a chance with the spring equinox, but also you, Virgo, you've been giving this chance. Like, let's do this. Why are we holding on to how we used to do things and how I used to, and this and that? And it's like, boom, it's new. Let's get into the new. Let's step away from the old. The Lovers, look at that. First thing that comes up, Gemini. The Knight of Cups. Oh wow, man. It's Pisces, but it's all about love. The Nine of Cups. Hello, Virgo. So happy to see this. Everybody's been going through some really crazy shit here. The Queen of Pentacles. Oh my God. Hello. This is amazing. Transformation. Death card. And the Universe. Wow. I can't even express to you right now how amazing this is. It's like freaking amazing. You have the Lovers, which is the soulmate card, the Knight of Cups, romance, the Nine of Cups, which is like the happiest deck, like fulfillment, success, the Queen of Pentacles, which is like business or like finding yourself, like finding your purpose in life is like an entrepreneur, or even just like being happy in your career. Transformation is transformation. The Universe is the freaking world card. It's the end of the journey and stepping into something new. So the Lovers is Gemini, the Knight of Cups is Pisces, the Nine of Cups is Pisces, the Queen of Crystals is Capricorn, the transformation is Scorpio, and the Universe is Capricorn. Huh. 2 Capricorns, 2 Pisces, I don't know, Gemini. So the Lovers card shows up with the Queen of Crystals. The Lovers obviously could feel like it's about love, but it also could be a choice card. It's like a choice to move forward in your life, a choice to create your own, to step into your power here as the divine feminine that you are. Even if you're a male watching this, you can have the divine feminine energy inside you. And what is that? It's about being caring, about nurturing, about taking care of yourself, about stepping into maybe a new career, or only because it's a pentacle energy, the crystals energy is pentacles. It's like financial stability, perhaps moving in with someone and finding yourself as a strength part of this relationship. That could be it. The Knight of Cups is like someone coming in with romance, someone coming in and offering an opportunity for you to take, and which will be like completely transformative, like a changing of the guard, a changing of the old ways, a changing of the old. Like it's like everything is like moving towards like happiness, fulfillment, rewards, like a completely new world for you, a completely new journey, a new path that's taking you on, right? It's a new story. Basically, that's what it is. You're creating a new story for yourself, Virgo, and it's a freaking amazing story. Let me tell you. You are basically the master of your story. So what is it that you want? That's what it is. What is it that you want in your life, Virgo? You want a really happy relationship, then you have the power to create it. Are you relying and waiting for someone else to write your story? Are you waiting for someone else to fill in the lines of the chapters? No, you are the master storyteller. So you want love? Then freaking go out and get it. That's all. It's coming anyways. It's all there. It's all here for you. It's like you want to make changes in your life? Then write that freaking chapter. Why are we waiting around for other people to write our stories for us? Waiting around for others to fill in their sentences and fill in the things when we have that power to do that ourselves. Because we don't listen to our soul, we listen to our ego all the time. Instead of listening to like, okay, really get quiet in your mind. When I'm a writer, when I write, have to get super quiet, and I just listen, and I hear, not outside words, I hear inside, and it's like, okay. So like, let's say I'm trying to make a decision of the location in the story. I said, should I do it in Paris or should I do it in England? Paris. Okay, boom, right? That's the kind of idea I'm thinking about for you guys. Like, okay, so am I creating this love story with A or B? And right away you get A. So you listen to A. You listen to it. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop second guessing everything. And it has to do with everything in your life, not only about love, but here it's showing up very strongly. Feels like whatever the decision you make with the love, it's going to be everlasting, and like almost where you're supposed to be in life. So there's this feeling of also stepping it up in a career, changing it up, or just even being really comfortable with yourself and comfortable with change. Because I think you're being asked to move into change. You're being asked to completely start from scratch again. I know that's really like, but start a new chapter, right? You don't have to start from scratch, but starting from scratch is kind of exciting, right? Start from scratch and create the love story that you want, create the career that you want, create the life that you want, the happiness, the joy, the whatever it is that you deem as blissful in your mind, in your heart. Do it. But you're needing to change. It's not like if you think you're gonna continue on the same path that you're on now, the story is gonna, like, the words are gonna fade as you write. It's not gonna work. It's like doing a 360, Virgo, and I know it's not easy for you guys, but it really is. It's like asking you to step outside of the routine, step outside of your perfectionism, step outside of your self-critical ways, and just fucking write the story of your life. Because, like, it's so clear that you have the power of the pen right now to do that. You are like the 9 of Cups, man, in the world. Like, I can't even express to you what that means. That's like happiness, like, to the nth degree. You're gonna travel, you're gonna move, you're gonna, like, it's like a new, completely new journey waiting for you. But the only way it does is if you, I'm going to say it again, but you already know, you're going to fill in the blanks. You're going to write your own story. You're going to stop waiting for someone else to write it for you. You're going to, once and for all, that's it, that's all. That's what I feel. And it's like, and you have to do something outside of your norm to get there. But love is all around you. If you're single, like, it's there. And it feels very solid and feels really good. But the only way you're going to clinch down that love is if you make changes in your life on how to, like, write that storyline. The same way it goes for the Virgos that are changing a career or changing something in their life, or just stepping it up in their careers, or stepping up in their life or social life or whatever. Yet you're still being asked for, like, a change of storyline. So just keep that in mind, Virgo, when you, whatever's coming up in your life, step back, take out a thing, write it down. Don't have to write it down. Just create a storyline in your mind, in your heart, and go with it and listen to this. The soul does not see what we see, right? It's in a body. It's not seeing anything. It's hearing us. That's why we have to be careful with our words that we speak to ourselves. And it just knows. So if you ask black or white? White. Okay, whatever. Like, I'm just saying, like, do I wear this vampire top against the light? They say, yes, go for it. Just have freaking fun with yourself. Who cares? It's freaking amazing, Virgo, really. Take advantage of these energies this week, and I feel like into the next month, you have that capacity to find that bliss and happiness because you have that power to do it on your own. But this is so important. It's death to the old and move into the new. All right. So I'm going to give a final card from the Botanical Inspirations for my beautiful Virgos that are like completely amazeballs here. It's amazing. I see like there's a lot of like water here and like the pyramids. So definitely there's travel in the works for you guys. Maybe you're gonna find someone in travels. Who knows? Definitely something. I'm happy to see that though for you guys. Okay, Virgo, please. Let's get serious. Snapdragon. If you know flowers, it's good for you. Graciousness and benevolence. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Snapdragon. Let's see what the Snapdragon has for you. It is easy to be kind and gracious with the people we love and care most about, but true grace and benevolence extend to those we do not know, and sometimes even to those we may not much like. Ooh, I like this one. Be kind to everybody, Virgo. Stop being critical. Stop being judgmental. What goes around comes around. Write your own freaking story. You got this. Make those changes. There's something great coming towards you. I love you, and I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. We got the land between. So the land between is like you're here, the past, the present, the past, the future, the present. You have one foot in the past, one foot in the future. You're not, I feel like you're not finding your present moment. You're having a hard time staying in the now. You're like too much there, you're too much in the future. We're like right now in this moment in time with the spring equinox here, 2022, we're being asked to not spend so much time in the past. What if, what could have, should have, how, what are we gonna do? And focus in the present moment. So let's see what we have for you. 9 of Swords in reverse. Releasing the past. Ooh, the 7 of Swords. Dealing with something in your present. Princess of Wands. That's not so good, the 7 of Swords. Let's see, the 5 of Swords. The Chariot, which is a Cancer card. And the High Priestess, which is like a Cancer or Pisces card. Now when I look at these cards, we have the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. So Swords energy is you guys, first and foremost. The 5 of Swords is Aquarius, the 7 is Aquarius, and the 9 is Gemini. So you don't even show up in your card here. The Princess of Wands is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So when I see this, I see there's a lot of mental anguish around you right now, my beautiful Libras. You are dealing with some heavy duty energies in your life, maybe some heartbreak, some sorrow, some grief, some guilt, some someone maybe around you lying, deceiving. There's like attachment to low energy ego, low energies or ego. I feel like you've been dealing with this for a while because it's in your past here, and you're trying to release it, but it keeps coming back. You're trying to release yourself from situations in your life that are of low energy, and they keep showing themselves back in the face because you're not actually doing the work, right? You're not actually doing you're temporarily, you're like putting a band-aid on situations, which is so interesting that it's exactly that. You're like, I'm not sure what to do, and you're in the land between. You're like, I'm not sure, I want to just stay in this between. I really feel like you are, you're almost like shooting yourself in the foot every single time. You're making steps forward, but you're not truly releasing the energy or releasing the person or the situation. You're superficially doing it, and then they like turn on you, or the situation turns on you, or and it's like, what the fuck? I thought I just got rid of this, and it's like, no, you really didn't, because you just put a little temporary band-aid on. It's not gonna work. So you're being asked to make the move away from whatever this is that's holding you down, because it's holding you down because you're not you're not being brave enough to let go. You're not you're choosing the agony. You're choosing to stay in the low energy. And you're like, no, I'm not. I'm like, I feel like you are. And you keep going back to the same pattern, the same behavior. Maybe you should do an Akashic reading to understand where that's coming from. Just saying. But otherwise, I really feel like you're needing to face up to this, because these energies are going to keep coming back. It's like a never-ending loop, right? When we just patch up our issues, then that's it. You just patch it up, but then it comes back. It comes back up, right? Because you didn't really go to the root of the problem yet to fix whatever is in the root. You're just like patting it down with like soil, but you need to go deep. And now is the time to do that, my beautiful Libras. We're needing to go deep into these hidden emotions, these inner turmoils, whatever is holding you back from moving on to the next step, whatever it is. And you have to face it, and you have to say, okay, I don't like you. I need to feel you through me. I need to forgive you and myself. I need to move forward, because playing the pretend game gets you back to this Seven of Swords energy, where you're hiding yourself, you're hiding your true feelings, you're hiding everything from yourself. And instead you're being asked to move into something new. Move away, the Chariot, right? Get up, get on those horses, move away from this, because, and like leap into the unknown, almost, right? Go into the unknown. This is something we are so afraid of. We're so afraid of this unknown. And the unknown is what's keeping us alive. We don't know everything. We can do all the research in the freaking world. We can do whatever. We don't know fuck all. Excuse my language. So trust in the unknown and just go for it. Listen to the soul. The soul is you. It's been you for thousands and millions of years. The soul has never given up on you. Humans will give up on you. You even give up on your own human self. So it's time to start listening into your soul. Take that leap. You're ready, Libra, because the Princess of Wands is like to start fresh, something new, a new relationship, a new job, a new adventure, a new path in your life. It's like the Princess of Wands is like, I'm going in with all my hands on deck. I'm just doing it. And the High Priestess shows up right underneath her, which is freaking amazing. It's like, yeah, go for it. Because you know, the High Priestess is your heart, your intuition, your gut. It's like, if that's the message, it's time to listen to yourself, listen to your soul, listen within. Take that leap, Libra, because I know that you've been here many times in the past where you haven't been listening. So, and now you hear it again, and you hear, and it's like very heavy, the energy here. This is not light energy. All these swords, it's like anguish, anxiety. It's tormenting you. And it's going to keep coming back. You can patch it up. You can band-aid it as much as you want. It's going to keep coming back. The message is to leave. Leave it behind, because this is just a human experience that we're living in. Let it, why don't you live it the way you're supposed to, with life and verve and vitality and like excitement, instead of always like, oh, I have to deal with this and I have to deal with him and her and I gotta. Why do you have to do that? I don't understand. Why do we do that to ourselves as humans? Why do we like put ourselves in situations where we're not happy? If you're not happy, do something about it. Listen to your innate. Stop living in the past and living in the future. Start living in the now, right now, in the unknown. Because the right now is the freaking unknown. I should have said that in the intro. I'm gonna say that next week. It's in the unknown. Because we don't know what's gonna happen in 5 minutes, but we're not gonna care about it because we're just living it like this. So I know this is like hard to hear, but you really are. I just feel like you're keep looping yourselves in the same situations all the time. It's showing up here like this because it's asking you to move away into something new. My beautiful Libras, you know what you need to do. I'm going to pick a card from the Botanical Inspirations as a final message for my beautiful Libras. Hibiscus. The two of them were wanting to come out, so I'm going to take both of them. Hibiscus and honeysuckle. Hibiscus is beauty and happiness. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Honeysuckle is domestic happiness and devoted affection. I will wind thee in my arms, so doth the woodbine the honeysuckle gently entwist. So let's see what these beautiful flowers have for us as a message. Hibiscus. Celebrate the beauty within you and all around you. You will attract happiness into your life when your message to the universe is clear. Seek joy. I love it. Right next to the Princess of Wands. Honeysuckle, the next one, is bring your best self to the relationships that are the closest to your heart. Even the well-established bonds of affection still need mindful tending to thrive. Thoughtfulness, support, and kind words go a long way toward maintaining a happy home life. Interesting energies here. So if like some of you are having issues at home, this is showing up and it's like, it's time to fix that. It's time to like the Chariot is like go and move into something new. But if it means fixing something at home, but stop putting a band-aid on it and trying to and actually go to the root of the problem and try to fix it. But there's definitely something new coming in for you, Libra. It's time to start living life to the fullest, which you're very good at usually. So I just feel like there's situations in your life that's holding you back, and some of you are like even burying them away because you don't want to deal with them. But it's time to listen in to you, my beautiful Libra. I love you. I'll see you next week, and I will, that's it. Check your rising and your moon. Me too, I'm all woohoo. Check your rising and your moon sign for other messages, and have a great spring. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got Feeling the World. So I wanted to read from the book, and then I'm going to tell you what I feel about this card. So, Feeling the World. Empathy reminds you that you are not alone. It is a beautiful capacity to feel the connectivity all around you, giving you a profound sense of belonging, a broader experience of being part of the larger whole. That said, it can also be overwhelming, especially when you don't know where you end and the rest of the world begins. Now is the time to be clear about your boundaries. Ask yourself whose energy you've tuned into. You might find it's not even yours. Avoid the temptation to turn off and go numb. Instead, be present. Somewhere in the middle of this feeling spectrum is where the magic is. You're also being asked now to be aware of how your words and actions may affect others. While it's not your job to determine how someone will respond to you, discernment is necessary. Be firm yet kind. Keep in mind that people-pleasing will not give you what you truly need. Oh, that's all I needed to say. People-pleasing, no more of that. Also, Feeling the World feels to me like what's going on in this world, that you're like taking on all these energies that are happening outside of us, like the wars, the natural disasters, the people around you that are like not aligned with you. It's like at this moment in time, as of March 2022, we're being asked to step away from these narratives and these storylines. We're asking to go within and actually feel the world that's within you instead of without you. So, beautiful energy, my beautiful Scorpions. Let's see what you got here. We got the Seven of Swords in reverse. We like to see that. Deception and envy in reverse. The Six of Swords, moving on. The Seven of Nothing is the Chariot, triumph. The Two of Pentacles, movement, choices, direction. The Throat Chakra, expression. And the Nine of Pentacles, material harvest. Wow. Very interesting, of course, because it's Scorpio, but it's kind of good, Scorpio. Boom. So we have deception and envy, which is the Seven of Swords, which is like people lying to you, people jealous of you, people around you that are backstabbing you, people, but it's in reverse. So it's maybe some of you walking away from that kind of energy, like you're done. You're done with people siphoning your energy. You're done with people like creating stories around you that include you, but that don't really include you kind of thing. It's this feeling of like, I'm not playing with your games anymore. And I'm moving. I'm choosing the road, the other road, kind of thing. It's like you walking away from all these people. Like you're walking away from all these stories in the world that are playing out. They have to play out, but you don't have to like join in the storylines. You don't have to like immerse yourself and absorb your energy there. It's like. And it's kind of interesting because it's asking you to make the choice to move the frick on. Like get away from these stories. Get away from that person who lied to you. Get away from that person who continuously lies to you. Get away from that person who is cheating. Get away from that person who is trying to rule your world. Like, why are you playing in these stories? You know, we have our own stories within our personal lives as well. You are the creator of your own reality. So step away from their realities, because we all are in our own simulations. It's enough that we have our own simulation to deal with. Like, and I feel like the throat chakra shows up because some of you are not speaking. Some of you are like allowing things to just flow, like to go, allow people to walk all over you almost, Scorpio, because you're so people pleasing, because you're so empathic, because you're so sensitive. And this is like a harsh one, but it's like you need to speak up. Make sure your words are kind. Make sure your words are empowering and not diminishing. because that comes back in your face, right? I am. I feel like some of you are you're fed up. You're probably in a situation in your life where you've like held on, you've like allowed people to walk all over you, you've allowed people to step on you, you've allowed people to lie, you've allowed people to do everything, whatever. And now it's like, nope, it's time to speak and say what you feel to this person. Say what you feel, not in anger, because in the end, you chose to stay with this person, or you chose to be in this situation. It's not anyone else's fault. We tend to blame other people for our choices because it's the mirror, again, it's a reflection, right? Projection. So speak up and take hold and move, Chariot. Move from your home, move from your country, go somewhere else, step away from a job, step away from whatever it is here that's holding you back from moving forward. Because I'm telling you, with this 9 of Pentacles here, if you stay, you remain in the old energy and you do not find material harvest. And it's not only about material harvest, 9 of Pentacles, it's like money, financial abundance, security, stability. But it's like abundance, but like, or just having enough of love and like finances. But we live in a life, in a world of excess, that we'll never have enough of cars and houses and things and people and pillows and whatever and cards. It's not there enough. But it's like, wow, we need to go scale it back again to like just having enough love, enough friends, enough whatever, travel, enough food. That's like kind of what's coming up for you here. You are being asked to step away from a life of you allowing people to step all over you and siphon your energy, take away that energy, that bright energy that you have inside you. You're stepping away, and you're going to do it in a empowering way by speaking it. And you're going to move into like a new you, right? Which is happening anyways. We're all moving into a newer version of ourselves, and you're going to do this with like the knowing inside that you finally release yourself from this old energy. And you don't need to be feeling all the fucking world's energy. You just need to be feeling your own. So do this for you, Scorpio. It's time, right? It's time that you stop doing for every single other person. It's time that you step onto your horse and go on to that triumphant ride towards this, towards like stability and happiness and abundance that you deserve. And it's there for you. And it's there for you once you speak it and leave it. Leave it and speak it. All right, I'm going to give you a card from the Botanical Inspirations because it's spring. Let's see what's going on here. Alrighty. We have Coreopsis, tick seed. Always joyful. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. Oh, I like that. Let's see what Coreopsis has for you. You've learned to weather the cycles of life. After dark periods, the sun always returns and your spirit is renewed. If you look, you'll find a reason to celebrate each day with an attitude of joie de vivre. Very nice. So keep on trucking, my beautiful Scorpios. Release that which no longer serves you. Step away from the world narrative. Step away from all the narratives, all the storylines that everybody else has for you or with you in it. It's time to, I believe Virgo, write your own story and watch it as it all unfolds in front of you, because things are coming towards you, which is very positive, very enlightening. All right, my beautiful Scorpio, I love you. Check your rising and your moon for other messages, and I will see you next week. And happy spring. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We got it is what it is. And anyone who knows me, I say this all the time. So I'm going to read this to you. Radically accept life on life's terms. When you stop fighting against it, instead fight for what you truly desire, more of the world becomes available to you. When you are no longer in denial about what is in front of you, you will be empowered to make necessary changes with respect to yourself, your attitude, and your choices. The irony is that real transformation can happen once you surrender to the idea that things are exactly as they are meant to be. If you step back with clarity and acceptance, you will realize that life is offering you something magical. Even if circumstances send you on a temporary detour, you will discover treasure beyond your imagination and a new way to embrace the world. Very interesting. So for me, it is what it is exactly that. It's like living in the present moment and just accepting what it is, what's in front of you. Stop looking onto the past. Stop relying so heavily on like what was or what will be. Instead, just what is. So let's see what's going on. All right. So the Wheel of Fortune, which is you. I will never. I'm like, you guys, you always show up. So Wheel of Fortune is destiny, fate, Sagittarius. The Fool card, moving into something new, jumping in, just it is what it is. Two of Wands, making a decision. Interesting, at the end. Lovers is also a choice card. Interesting. Nine of Wands, Sagittarius. Page of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. You're showing up always. In reverse, though. So, the Wheel of Fortune with the Lovers. I mean, if I could just do like this as a literal, it could mean that you are in a relationship and it's your destiny to be in this relationship with this person. It's probably your soulmate, your twin flame. But it also could be a choice card, because I see choice over here showing up. And the Fool is jumping into something new, having faith in that. Page of Wands in reverse. The Page of Wands is like stepping into something new, exhilarating, changing it up, but the reverse is like you're resisting change. Okay, I get it now. Even though the Fool card is showing up that you're stepping into something new. So Wheel of Fortune shows up. It's like destiny, it's expansiveness, it's like where you're supposed to be in your life right now, and it's like the past energy. And Lovers shows up. And Lovers is that. So perhaps you were, ooh, interesting. Perhaps for some of you, you are supposed to be where you are with your lover or your partner or whatever that person represents for you. If you're single, it could be a family, a friend, someone that's very close to you, best friend. But at the same time, you're being asked to jump into something new and to have faith in yourself, that you have to have faith that whatever the decision you're making is a good one, because it's something that's innate. Because you're afraid of making this decision. Because it's a bit outside of your comfort zone. So I don't know what situations you're in, because some of you are in you're in a situation, like a relationship, a job, anyways, a personal area in your life, a journey that feels like it's good. It feels like it's right. It feels like there is a bond. It feels like there's something, but a part of you knows innately that you need to make a leap into something completely different. And you're not listening to your innate. You're not listening to your soul. You're listening to your ego. You're not listening to this. So, like I said, because a lover shows up, I'll say relationship, but it doesn't have to be. It has something that you love to do, right? Something you love to do in your life. Something that you maybe you love to travel, and you're being asked to stay home, and you're like, no, right? Like, it's almost like I'm asking you to really listen into your soul and what it's telling you. Do the quiet work, mindful, get very quiet in your mind, and ask questions. And the first things that come up are usually the right ones. You have to be clear, though. You can't be doing it like with ego mind. You can't be doing it with drinks in your hand either. So, like, I just feel like some of you are being veered off an uncomfortable path for you. To jump ship from a relationship, to step away from a career, a job, go into something completely like out of your normal. May move move the city, move your home from your home, move into somewhere completely different, like across the ocean, something like out of like normal for you, Sagittarius. That is what it is. And you're being asked to step into and this is you, like taking that time to clear your mind, taking that time to listen in. And the decision that's the choice that your soul is going to make is going to make you freaking uncomfortable. You're not going to like it, and you're going to resist it, and you're going to go back to your ego all the time. And it is what it is. Shows up because it's time to listen to your soul. It's time to listen to your innate, into your inner knowing, and move with it. Even if it's the strangest thing ever. Let's say you ask your innate, where do I need to go? And your innate comes back, you need to go to Bali. Just sounds something weird. You need to go to Bali, and you're like, Bali? Like, I'm not gonna go to fucking Bali and drop off everything. But your soul is like, that's where you need to go, right? And we don't listen to it. And then 3 years later, we're like, wow, I should have listened to my soul, right? That is what's happening here right now. And you're actually, it's like Sagittarius, you're getting what every single human's job and homework is to do. You're getting it in your cards. So, know that destiny is at play, and that the divine plan is at play here, and divine timing is at play for you right now. That the leap that you're being asked to jump into is innate. So it's time to listen in. Listen very carefully. Again, I feel like it's not comfortable for you at all. You're probably going to resist it for a few weeks, a few months even. But remember, come back to this reading. It's time to make whatever that decision, that leap is that you need to make. But you need to make that choice. Feel good in your heart about it. I feel like it's going to feel really strange to you. It's not going to be what you want to hear even. But the only way we move into a new energy is if we start to trust ourselves, really trust our inner knowing, because that is who is leading us into this new earth, right? It's us. We are the power of the planet. We are the knowing of the planet. So trust yourself, my beautiful Sagittarius. This is a freaking amazing reading, by the way. I wish it was. I was on Sagittarius moon, so let me take that into account. I'm going to give you a card for the Botanical Inspirations, from Botanical Inspirations for this spring equinox. So Sagittarius, what is the message? Almost, but no cigar. Ready then? Tulip, my favorite flower. Tulip, friendship and gratitude. Let us be grateful for the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Tulip. Share your burdens with friends and they become lighter. When you share your joys, they multiply and spread. Be grateful for true friends who are there for both the laughter and the tears. That's a beautiful message. So maybe your friends can help you through this. I think this is exciting. Anyways, I think this is exciting for you too, Sagittarius, because you like to be outside of the norm. So enjoy this. I love you. I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for extra messages. Have a happy spring. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. So we got Earth Magic number 1, which is so beautiful for spring especially. Number 1 is new beginnings, new chapters starting in your life, something new that's like reverberating from the earth into your body. I feel like some of you have planted seeds in the past few months, not only seeds like actual seeds, but like plant seeds in a business, in a relationship, or in your knowing, in your journey, and things are starting to, like, the magic is starting to happen for you. So it's just a really good feeling. Some of you are like something within a job is starting to cultivate, something like a new job maybe is coming in for you, a new relationship, or within a relationship. Like there's just this feeling of growth, which is beautiful. So let's see what's going on here. We got the Queen of Wands, which is an Aries energy, which is Aries season, so that's beautiful. King of Cups, Scorpio. The Page of Swords. Look at this, you got court cards everywhere. It's Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Justice is a Libra. Oh man, Capricorn. We have some heavy energies here. Good energies. 7 of Wands is Leo. And 6 of Swords is Aquarius. So when I say the zodiac signs, it could be relevant to you, but it doesn't have to be. It's just for you in case it is relevant for you. The Queen of Wands and the Justice card show up. Aries, Libra. Balance, fierce leadership, you taking a position in your job, in your career, in your company, you taking a fierce position in your relationship perhaps, because the Justice card is here. Could be a divorce, a separation, could be a marriage, could be negotiations like for higher pay, a raise, a new job, a new it's like these are contracts. Justice. The Queen of Wands is that she's very powerful energy, Aries energy as well, very on top of things, don't take no for an answer kind of girl. There's that feeling of you, like whether you're male or female watching this, you could just take that divine feminine energy here as that. It's like that you standing in your truth, saying what you need to say. Stop. I feel like some of you maybe are holding back on speaking up to your boss, your colleagues, your partner, your friends. This is showing up as like, no, we gotta find a way to be completely honest with ourselves and others around us. There's this very powerful feeling right at the beginning of this reading. And the King of Cups shows up. King of Cups is like, with the Queen and the King of Cups, this could be a relationship here. Some of you are beginning a new relationship with the Justice, ending a new ending an old relationship. There could be that happening here, but it's just a very Aries, Scorpio, fucking fiery energy here, right? Even though Scorpio is water, Scorpio to me is always a very fiery water energy. Like very, there's sex could be great in your relationship. Maybe it's getting better or something's happening, but there's just a feeling of powerhouse right here. So whether it's like a relationship or a business partnership coming together, make sure you sign those contracts, because very interesting though. And then I look at the last card, because the Seven of Wands energy is like having faith in yourself, like standing up for yourself. So I feel like some of you are either like in the process of a divorce or separation, or in the process of getting together, but either way you have to like dot the I's and sign the T's, like contracts, negotiations, something is coming up. Have faith in the next step, whether it's you're breaking up or you're leaving something behind or you're moving into something new. Still have faith for your next steps, because you're moving into something Page of Swords, like it's like you're getting clear about something. It's a communication, maybe a communication job, maybe there's a clear communication within the relationship, maybe you're finding that balance in the relationship, whether you're in a romance, a friends, a family. There's this feeling of balancing the divine feminine, divine masculine, like I said, in every area of your life, and getting super clear on what it is that you want from the relationships, getting clear on what you want from each of these all of these areas in your life, and actually putting it down on paper, or actually telling these people, this is what I want, boom 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 kind of thing. But the Six of Swords shows up at the very end of this the reading, and Six of Swords is like leaving behind something old, like an old energy, and moving into something new. So for some of you that are like leaving a job, leaving a relationship, leaving or cutting ties with a friend, cutting ties with family members, know that it's all for a reason. It's making sense for me. The Six of Swords. You're having to cut the ties because you're needing to get clear, because your mind is not clear. You're cluttered. And it's asking you to remove yourself from this so that you can plant your seed somewhere else. But then there's the people that are in a relationship or in a business partnership or in a really good friendship, whatever. You're still having to get clear. I think it's all about communication here. I think there's a lack of communication. That's what's happening here. That's why the Justice is here. It's like to find the fairness in it, to find the balance. And some of you are having a hard time with that, whatever area of your life it is. And the Six of Swords is asking you to leave behind that which no longer serves you anymore, Capricorn. If it's not bringing anything to your relationship, to your partnership, to your whatever relationship it is, then it's time to leave it. If you're always having to ask for a raise, you're always having to ask for someone to listen to you in your relationship, or you're always having to ask something, then it's like no. It's like no. It's like step away from that energy, Capricorn, and plant your seeds somewhere else that will grow and people will listen to you and people will hear you. I don't know if I'm making any sense here. I feel like that's really what is happening here. It's like either a miscommunication, or I think it's just or finding the clarity in communication with whoever I've spoken about, your partners, your business, whatever it is, and sticking to it, sticking to your guns, and like being adamant about them being clear with you. Whether you're leaving a relationship or coming into one, it's still the communication is like it's almost like you're having to tell them, we need to be clear about things, right? We need to write them all on paper so that no one gets misconstrued about anything. And the Six of Swords is like leaving behind that which is if it's not feeling right in your heart, then you need to leave it. Or you need to not fix it, because we're not here to fix things. We're here to like communicate to that person that this is wrong or this is right or whatever. This is not making me feel good. So how are we gonna fix this together? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So I'm gonna give you an extra message for spring with these botanical inspirations. Definitely you're having to think about the Six of Swords is like you leaving something behind. So leaving a bad behavior or a bad like how you condescend to yourself, or you condescend to other people, or you're judging yourself, or you're judging other people, or you're criticizing yourself. You know what I'm saying? That kind of feeling. It's just like let it go, let the communication flow. All right. Let's see which one I'm going to use. Gerbera Daisy. Purity, cheerfulness, and innocence. The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. A little daisy here. Could be Gerbera, but whatever. I think it's Gerbera. The child finds innocent pleasure in picking a daisy and discovers joy when she gives that flower to someone special. When you spread joy around, you will find that you have more than you started with. Spread that joy around and make sure that communication is up and running. I just feel like that is what we're here talking about. It's like stand in your power, either as a woman or a man that you are, and find the only way you're going to find balance in whatever relationship that we're discussing here is through clear-cut communication. Otherwise, you need to walk away from the situation, because without clear communication, you can't go anywhere, right? It has to be a back and forth. All right. You are magic. So work your magic, Capricorn. I love you. I hope to see you next week. Please check your rising and your moon for extra messages. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. So we got Seeing Beyond. Of course, you got that. I'm going to read from the book. Do you consider things only within the framework of what you already know? Or can you allow yourself to see beyond into the vastness of potential? We are all gifted with the magical ability of imagination, and when we open to it, we become a conduit for a divine vision greater than our own. There are two ways to view the world and co-create with it. One is from a face value perspective, what you see is what you get. The second is allowing your imagination to see beyond what something is right now and move into a place that doesn't yet exist in the material world. I'm going to stop right there because I talked about this with someone, Libra, I believe, and I feel like that is exactly where we are heading to in this world. We're heading into the unknown, trusting the unknown. We as humans have are always being pushed and encouraged to increase your knowledge, and go and learn and research and go into rabbit holes and go do this, instead of trusting your innate. Because really, what you know what your next step is. You know. You don't even have to care about your next step. It's not important. If we would just live in the present, in the now moment, and just live for now, and the next day we'll see what happens. We have to make a choice. We just make a choice at that moment. But all this knowledge of history, and it's all in the past. It's an old energy. We no longer need that, because that old energy is not going to be important in the future or in the new earth or the new energy that we're heading into, because it's an old energy. So this is saying, just pay attention to your soul, what it's talking to you, what it's saying to you in the now moment. Just ask, do I go right or left? Right. Okay, I'm going right. Even if your GPS says left, you go right, because that's your soul is telling you to go right for a reason. Maybe you're going to meet the love of your life. Maybe you're going to meet like your next job. Your soul knows. So it's time to visualize. It's time to fantasize. Stop thinking that daydreaming is a bad thing, because it's a freaking amazing thing. Daydreaming is actually you living out your parallel lives. And fantasizing is actually you living in the present instead of living in the past or the future. I keep telling that to people. Visualize as much as you want, man. Because you just living in that feeling instead of living of like a woulda, shoulda, I coulda, done, or whatever, you know, that kind of feeling. So let's get to the reading. It feels like there's a lot of cards. No, just think. 6 of Swords, leaving something behind. The 10 of Swords, getting stabbed everywhere here, but ending a journey. The 4 of Cups is annoyance and boredom, like you are sometimes. Not you, but I know that you can get bored of people fast. Ace of Wands is something new. 3 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. Okay, so Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo. 6 of Swords is Aquarius. 10 of Swords is Gemini, and the 4 of Cups is Scorpio. So, look at this. What's going on here, Aquarius? So you're like you're having to leave something behind. Like the 6 of Swords, the 10 of Swords energy. 6 of Swords is like you're kind of stuck somewhere. Even though there's something new showing up in your life, I kind of like this actually, Aquarius. So there's something like urging you to move into a new job, a new career, a new relationship, a new path of your life. A new like path in your life, and you're resisting. You're holding back. You're like, no. I'm not leaving, which is strange for you a bit, right? And it's like, the only reason I say it's like you're holding off because of the 10 of Swords. Because this is like, yeah, you're moving on, but there's a resistance. You're fearing the next step. Because a decision has to be made. And it's like it keeps coming back in your face all the time. With the 3 of Wands, it's like it's like you're seeing the destination. You're seeing what the next step is, but there's a part of you that's like, no, what if? Why? Like you're questioning yourself, and critically too. You're questioning yourself. You're not seeing beyond. You're being linear about your decision making. You're making choices on your ego, and you're not listening into your heart, which is the 4 of Cups energy. It's like really going in there and listening to your heart, knowing that the divine has a plan for you. Trusting the divine plan, but you're not trusting your plan. I like that this card showed up here. And you're actually battling with yourself. The Five of Wands is like this struggle. You're battling with other people, you're battling with yourself, because you're not facing, you don't want to face this transition. You're having a hard time making this choice, this decision in your life. You're competing with yourself almost. You're struggling with yourself. And you could be even resisting other people, like egging you on to do something. You're like, no man, like F off kind of thing. But you're resisting the next move in your life. Why are you doing that, Aquarius? You're fearing this next move. But this next move is something completely going to change your life with this Ace of Wands. It's like it's being handed to you by the divine, by the God, by universe. It's being handed to you by yourself, by your future self. That's your soul. It's saying, hey, it's like right there in front of you, Aquarius, like move on it. Why do you want to stay in the old energy anyways? Why are you holding on to this like old way of being? It's not who you are. You're the future. Yet you're a human, and your linear mind is like taking over right now. And it's like, no, I want to stay here because it's comfortable, which is weird for you, right? So, and you're struggling with yourself. You're struggling with the mirror that's in front of you, that's reflecting back at you, saying, yo, you need to shatter this mirror and move forward, my beautiful Aquarius. So I don't know what it is, that decisions that you have to be making, but it's not comfortable like everybody else in this freaking zodiac. But something is waiting for you that's like going to change the course of your life almost. And you're holding back because of fear. And fear is not your friend. Fear is a trigger that needs to be looked at. Why are you afraid? And you need to move past it. But start looking beyond this realm of like of holding you down, something holding you down. People are holding you down. People's opinions are holding you down. The judgment, the criticism, all this crap, all that's holding you down. But it's not who you are. So take that time for yourself. Almost go into some kind of like a retreat, meditation. Get calm. Start to listen into your heart. Start listening into your soul. Your soul knows best. I'm going to keep saying that all through the readings. It's like you're fighting with yourself. It's time to say goodbye to the old and move into the new, man. This is who you are. Move into the new. So do some work for yourself, my beautiful Aquarius, because release that old energy that keeps hanging on here for you. Your destination is ready for you. Whatever the next step is ready for you. Stop fighting it. Whoa. Sweet William. I pulled the card, sorry, from the Botanical Inspiration for you. Gallantry, grant me a single smile. Sweet William, small, has form and aspect bright, like that sweet flower that yields great Jove delight. Oh, okay, I didn't read it in a proper English accent. Okay, so Sweet William. The message is, the most attractive thing you can put on each day is your smile. Your smile will attract more positive energy from others around you. Be the reason someone smiles today. Aquarius, you're such a smiley person. Yes, you are. All right. Stop crying. Stop freaking struggling with yourself. Get your act together, my beautiful Aquarius. Something is coming your way and you're holding it back. It's time to go there. It's time to listen into the heart, to your soul. Stop listening to your mind. It's clouding you for some freaking reason, but it's time to release yourself from that. All right. Enough teaching from me. I love you. I'll see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for extra messages. Happy spring. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. So we got healing the heart. I wanted to read from the book because it's a very interesting take on this. When you are wounded emotionally, you need time to regroup and find your center. You may have recently endured a breakup or betrayal, lost someone close to you, or lost an affiliation that you gave too much power to. Perhaps you're watching someone go through a difficult time and feel bad that you can't help them. Maybe you're still not over a past disagreement. No matter the cause of this heartache, deep healing is called for. This happens on its own timetable and can never be rushed. The path to healing the heart centers on reciprocity, the flow of giving and receiving. Sometimes wounding occurs because we become too dependent on another, and this is accompanied by the desire to manipulate or control an outcome. Both wounding and healing usually begin within, not from the outer conditions of our lives. It's important to take steps to heal yourself and become willing to release the pain of the past, which can be tempting to revisit. Look for ways you can help yourself and others. Healing the heart in all aspects is your priority now. Nothing else matters. I like that. Nothing matters. Healing the heart, so that's what it is. I feel like some of you have dealt with something in your past, some have dealt with or dealing with right now, and you're needing to heal. So let's see what the cards have to say for you. Magician, awareness. Oh, look, 1. Ace of Pentacles, prosperity. 18 is the Moon card, shadow. 0, new beginnings. Look at this, man. 7 of Cups, choose wisely. And the 4 of Cups, disconnect and boredom in reverse. So we have 0, 1, 1, 0 point neutrality, 1, 1 is new beginnings. We have the 18, which is the Moon card, which is 9 at the end of a journey. So very interesting here. So already we're starting off with you having to move into something completely new in your life. So maybe there is some heart, like a family situation, a romantic situation, friends. You're feeling like disconnected. You're feeling like your heart is broken in a million pieces. Maybe you're holding on to the past. Maybe you're holding on to the future. Maybe you're holding on to whatever it is. But here it's coming in saying it's time to move out of that old energy and create your new reality by stepping into something completely new. Like, rewrite your story. Because if you keep holding on to the old, then you keep staying in the old. And it's time to rewrite the story and move into a new energy. It's kind of a beautiful energy because the prosperity, like, it's like if you move away from this, you'll be able to create new storylines of abundance in your life. Like something new can start to grow in your life, but you're holding on to something, Pisces. You're holding on to something that is like comfortable, like you like to stay in, but it's just keeping you stuck in a situation instead of helping you grow. Which is kind of interesting because the 7 of Cups is choose wisely, and it's almost like you even probably being given like a lot of opportunities in front of you, like to move away, to start a new business, to start a new job, to start a relationship, to end a relationship, to like, it's like all these are you're being given them and you see them clearly and you're just looking at them instead of actually diving into them because your heart is broken and you're like, no, I don't want to really deal with this. And that's your shadow shows up, which is the mirrors that you have all around you, and you're like, why is your heart hurting you? The only reason your heart is hurting is because you're hurting your heart, not because someone else hurt your heart, because once again we are a reflection of each other. We are projections. So if someone hurt your heart, then it means someone else hurt your heart, or you hurt someone's heart and it's showing back at you. Right? That mirror work is like, the mirror work is right here. The shadow, the light, the shadow. But the shadow is like shit upon, and it's not. It's a shadow. Our shadow selves is who we have created in these past lifetimes. We've created these shadow selves of ourselves because we allowed ourselves to be this way. So Right now you're being asked to face the hurt that you have bestowed upon other people or upon yourself in your life, and forgive it. Let it go. Forgive this, the Four of Cups energy. Release yourself from this disbelief in love. Release yourself from this victimization, this feeling sorry for yourself. Release it. It's okay that you felt like that, and it's okay that you lived that, and the judgment of self and the criticism of self. That's our shadow selves. Stop harboring in it, and instead let it go and forgive yourself for it. That's how you heal your heart. We don't heal our heart with just like a kiss and a I'm sorry and an apology. And no, we have to go deep into the roots. We have to go deep into the roots. And I like that there's people's hands here, because it's like, and you can look for help too. Go out and look for help, but definitely walking away from something that's not serving you anymore. And you're needing to move into something completely outside of your comfort zone, my beautiful Pisces. It's not working for you. It's keeping you almost in like a la-la land. It's keeping you in this the darkness. And darkness is not unhappy to me. I love the darkness, but it's like it's keeping you low and down, instead of keeping you like, okay, I realize that my heart is hurting, and I realize that they hurt me, but they hurt me for a reason. I needed to wake up from this. I needed to see something different. Like, instead of like looking at things always in a bad way, instead of looking at things always like in a negative way, which is not a bad thing, but always in I guess in this sense, a negative way. But let's look at these things with like different eyes, different perspective. We're always like ready to shame and blame others for the way they're treating you, but how are you treating yourself? It's time to take ownership of your heart, and like take ownership of your decisions and your choices that you've made in your life. And now it's like to take heart and say, okay, I did this and I did that, and I forgive myself, and I'm like go into it. Not I just forgive myself. Go into and fucking deal with it, and bring it up, and love yourself through the whole process. Because who else is gonna love you but you? You love yourself. Love your soul. Listen to your soul. Listen to your innate. Listen to your inner knowing. On your next steps, it knows what to do. Like I said in, I don't know where I said it. I said it in Capricorn, Aquarius. I have no idea. Libra. I said it somewhere. We are living. I said in Aquarius. We are living in the unknown right now. And the best way to walk through the unknown is to trust the unknown. Trust thyself. Just listen to yourself. Listen to the shadows coming up. Listen to the heart, the heartbreak. Ask yourself why your heart breaking. Why is it from like a past relationship? Is from that? Is fine. It's the past. Leave it in the past. Let's move forward, my beautiful Pisces. You're being asked to launch yourself into something completely new, outside of your comfort zone. It's time to go there, because you're squandering right now in something that is out of your control, really. It's like it's kind of in your control. You have control to do this, but the only way to get through it is to trust it in your heart. I think you're just being asked to leap into something completely different. Step away from this. Like, why do you always want to stay heartbroken? I feel like the fish like to stay heartbroken all the time. And it's like, you have the control of your heart. You get to choose how your heart, if your heart you want to be blissful all the time, then make that choice. Plant that seed. Go for it. Do whatever you need to do it. Whatever that means for you. It means to go live in like an island in Europe, then go do that. Go live in like in Bali, go do that. Go live whatever. Like, it's we live a life where we're always like care so much about everybody else's like opinions and judgments and blah blah blah, instead of just like being the freaking magician that you are and going for it and being the fool and jumping into what it is right for you. And it's time, like I said to everybody else, time to listen to your soul. It's time to start listening to your innate, because your innate knows what the next step is. It knows because it doesn't have eyes to see. It knows what you need to do. It is your future self. We've all lived this life already. It's like we're just living it again because we're fixing what we broke in the future. So listen to your soul. That's the last message I can give you for this. I feel like you're being encouraged to move forward, my beautiful Pisces. I'm going to give you another message. Another message from the Botanical Inspiration Deck for spring. So Pisces, please. Oops. Way too many, but I'll take that one. We got asters. Pretty. Elegance and patience. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Oh, I like that for you, actually. Asters, got it right away. Develop patience by staying focused on the present moment and having faith that everything will happen at the right time. Let life surprise you. Oh my God, exactly that. Live in the present, live in the now, create your own reality, do what you need to do. Love yourself, my beautiful Pisces. I hope that this helped some of you. I know this was very general, but I feel like that it was that. And check your rising, your moon for other messages, and I will see you next week. And happy spring.